football fans, it is not hard to find where rivalry battle lines in the state are drawn on a day like today. These two are due to lock up once again, and we can't wait to get it started. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Gators will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Seminoles offense will have the football first. Last meeting was a classic as the Gators pulled out a close one.
Guys, it's a rivalry game that gets circled in the offseason, and for Gator fans in Gainesville and across the country, they have been bragging all year long after that win last season.
They'll run the option. And the first play is stuffed, and the visitors know they're not exactly being welcomed in this place.
And as a defensive player, you see so much option nowadays and so many different variants of it. And you got to play
intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Even with minimal gain on the return, they're working with a short field from the 36.
What a start by this defense. That is exactly what you need, man. They've been a little bit hit or miss. They've been a little bit up and down. But to start the game on a high note, get the good mojo going, great start for this defense.
And as he throws, it's caught. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now inside the 20, first and 10 from the 18. To the air, it's Lagway. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Motion from the back. From the gun. On the run, still looking. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gator!
This offense is so good, man. They can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Farmer. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field, and look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15. And the Noles headed quickly to the line. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his tight end. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. They go to the ground. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Caught over the middle. It's McCoy. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make the first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
This rivalry only dates back to the late 50s, but what it might lack in long-term history, if Morgan picks up, and the ball is free on the pitch. Defense got it, they're on the run. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Florida!
defense is a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Fires to the big fella. At the 40, there he goes. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of...
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got some room to run. Finally brought down the runner play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this
and the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator!
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field, or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
He'll do it himself. Breaks into the open. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. And the Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield. He's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Inside the 40. Open space at the 25. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Noles!
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish things off with that 51-yard touchdown run. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Almost everything has gone their way so far, up 21-7, and they have it back. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Myers on the move. Finds a man on the right. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. There's the pressure. The Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Catch in the middle, it's ball. Pulled down for the tackle.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Forced out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Here comes the heat. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. With the catch, it's Wilson. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on 3rd down. And the Gators send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on 1st down. The screen, he can go. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Seminoles in the hurry up.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Bring in the heat. Finds his man. It's Gibson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He's run out of bounds after the pick. Clock shows 0, and that's how we'll end the first half. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. On the ground, it's Long. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They give it to him again. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them. They get the incompletion. But if I'm this quarterback,
gonna take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Throws to the wideout. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong that they can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Trying play action. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Snagged in the middle, it's Jackson. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Punch it out of the air. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. And the Gators are marching down the field. Off play action on first down. Going for it all. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early. He's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives. They've scored 2 touchdowns. And here on their third possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete. But if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Sends it back in motion. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Throwing on the run. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking down the middle. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. They march to the red zone, and here they go. Here's a heat. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. The Gators started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He'll wedge it in there on the quarterback sneak. Sneaks it into the end zone.
It's just so nice to have a signal player who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Now the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Webster. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Noles will punt it away on 4th down. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Snags it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all, just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra 1st down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the 1st half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Right on the money. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Seminoles will hustle to the line. Throwing right. Makes the grab. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. Got it in the middle. It's Gibson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Zings it complete to the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. He's looking to pass. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
Absolutely perfect. Had to settle for the field goal. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. One more snap coming before halftime. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He's got an open man. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Gators and Noles. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Florida State and Florida plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Noles will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds, and that's where the offense will go to work. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Let's go. Break. Double. White 53.
Back to pass, it's Flagway. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Gets the back moving. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. Still on his feet. Slithers into space. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that 1st down.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get 1st downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Pressure coming. Finds a man on the left. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Scrambling away. Got a man. It's Clark.
God, he's annoying to play against. You think about it as a defense, I'm trying to cage you in, trying to keep you in the pocket, and he's just whoop, 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 spinning all over the place, getting outside the pocket, making plays, and then you got to go chase him again and again and again. Just wears you out.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Flagway. He's got him still on his feet. Touchdown, Gator! A great catch and run for 6. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Just got 1 on that last run. Now 2nd and 9 from their own 26. Grabbed over the middle. It's McCoy. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. The Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. He gets a block. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Trying to make magic on the scramble. How about that job to get down in the nick of time to avoid the big hit? Offense picking up steam, 1st and 10 from the 31. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. And the Gators have chomped down, and they put a little distance between themselves and the Noles.
You know, both of these teams always have lots of speed, but it's the Gators. They look like the faster team pulling away here in the second half. Big plays offensively, and their defense is really flying around.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Toledo is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Bruce Gradkowski should never be counted out of any game. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Western Kentucky. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll snap it on first down from the 35.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll move the wide receiver. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Seminoles decide to punt it away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. And the Gators line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Gets it out fast. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
With the catch, it's Brown.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Wants to throw again. That's caught. It's Clark. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Gators are flying down the field. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Pulls it in. It's Brown. The Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. Rushes on him. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the touchdown Seminoles. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Give to the back. Got the first down and more. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more...
Touchdown, Gator! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Pocket breaking down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the fourth quarter, and they're still getting sacks.
And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The Seminoles with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's McCoy. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. This drive's been productive so far. Already picked up a couple of first downs, now out close to midfield. He'll pull it down. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Off play action. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the first down. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Final minute. This game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future.
He's looking deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The play action fake. He'll take another shot here. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Florida State. The defense putting points on the board.
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping to route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. You still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback making adjustments. Off the play fake on first down. Oh, they're after him. He'll try to do it himself. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. They get the timeout and the clock reads 3 seconds. One more play to pad the stats. Off the play fake. Trying to beat the D deep. And he throws another interception. His 3rd one of the night. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. It can get a little heated, and it did in this Sunshine State showdown, but it couldn't stop the boys from old Florida from stealing the headlines in this one. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.